Dance like no one is watching. It sounds playful, almost childish, but what if it's actually one of the bravest ways to live? Because when no one is watching, or when you pretend they aren't, you move differently, freer, lighter, more honestly. You stop performing and start being. Most of us learned early on to hold back, to check ourselves, to ask, how do I look? What will they think? And slowly, without realizing it, we traded joy for approval. We stopped dancing, not just with our bodies, but with our lives. Dancing like no one is watching isn't really about dancing. It's about permission. Permission to try without guaranteeing success. Permission to laugh too loud. Permission to love deeply, create boldly, and express yourself without editing every move. When you dance like no one is watching, you stop living for the audience and start living for the feeling. And that's where joy lives. Not in perfection, not in applause, but in presence. Think about how much energy it takes to stay guarded, to stay polished, to stay appropriate. Now imagine what could happen if you redirected that energy into simply enjoying the moment you're in. Life isn't a stage where you're graded on every step. It's a dance floor. Sometimes messy, sometimes awkward, sometimes absolutely magical. And the moments you remember most won't be the ones where you looked flawless. They'll be the ones where you felt alive. Dancing like no one is watching means choosing authenticity over acceptance. It means letting your inner rhythm lead, even if it doesn't match the music everyone else is moving to. And yes, people might watch, they might judge, they might not understand. But here's the truth. They were never the ones meant to approve your joy in the first place. The world doesn't need more perfectly choreographed lives. It needs real ones. Honest ones, lived ones. So dance. Through your choices, your words, your love, your creativity. Dance in how you show up for your life, not to impress, not to prove, but to express. Because when you dance like no one is watching, you remind yourself of who you were before fear took the lead. Thank you for sharing this moment with me, and for choosing, even briefly, to dance your own way.